So hear me out just for a second. I won't be long, I promise. This book is called Stuck in the Process. It's by Sheena Marie Williams. This book was recommended to me by a friend, my friend, Natalie. I've been in therapy with my current therapist for several years now. I started seeing her after finding out about my husband's serial infidelity. That's no secret. I've talked about that very freely here on TikTok. And of course, over the years, with my therapist, I've unpacked so much. And being able to come to the realization that my husband's infidelities, it's not about me. You know, that's his thing, that he's gone through his own therapy and, you know, all the things. But me, here to talk about me. Even in that unpacking with my therapist, this book, and I'm trying not to cry because I just sobbed when I got to the end of the first chapter, which is titled Unprocessed. Guys, again, I've been in therapy. I've done a lot of growing, a lot of assessing, a lot of self-assessment, a lot of going back and looking at things from my childhood. And we've talked about some of the childhood traumas that I've had. But it wasn't until reading this book, and there's a section where you can journal at the end of the chapter, each chapter. And there's a prayer, and you're asking God to just reveal things. And I'm praying this prayer, and things are coming back, things that I have not from my childhood, but things that I just haven't thought about in years. And when I think about those things, those traumas, those people, you know, I have a compassion in my heart for them. But it's also a huge compassion that I have in my heart for myself, because I'm seeing how those very things impact my marriage, my children, my business, like those things, and how I dealt with those traumas as a child. It absolutely has caused me to be stuck in areas and not be able to move forward the way that God has for me. Again, the title of this book is Stuck in the Process. I can honestly say that I was at a point in my healing journey that after reading just the first chapter of this book, I'm not where I thought I was. I've got some more unpacking to do. And I realize that the healing journey is, in my opinion, it's always an ongoing process. But guys, I really thought that I don't want to say arrived, but yeah, I kind of felt like I was at the next level. You know, I didn't feel like I was at the beginning of this journey. And I can't say that I feel like I'm back to the beginning, but I mean, there's a part of it that it really has. Majority of my childhood traumas come from dealing with other children. And the reality is the things that were done to me were done by other children. And the reality to that is those things were probably being done to them. Just how that's impacted just the intimate side, physical intimacy side of my marriage. I begin to tear up just thinking about the things that I now realize I allowed things that I knew, the red flags that I saw, and just chose not to address them, because the truth of the matter is, if I addressed it, it meant I would have to address what happened when I was in second grade, third grade. Sheena, I just thank you for this book. The good thing is I have a therapy session on Wednesday, and I can't wait to kind of just dig a little bit more into those things, because as I said before, there are some childhood traumas that I have addressed with my therapist, but just the prayer that she has you pray and asking God to just reveal to me what are those things that are holding me back. And, I'm thankful for it. She even encourages you to, which healing is can be a very painful process. And so, as I'm kind of just going back over some things, it's just, God, you have kept me. You've kept me. He's kept me. So this book, go get it. If you are struggling in life, if you're looking for a book that is going to help you just kind of unveil that past, but do it alongside God, connecting with Him, drawing closer to Him, because He's near the brokenhearted. And so I can't believe I'm doing this video, because I've seen videos where people, they've come and they're showing their vulnerability and they get emotional. I just never said that. I've always said that would never be me, but here I am. This book is just wonderful, and I'm just in the first chapter. We have so much in us that God has placed in us, and I don't want you to allow what's hurting, what's painful, what you're trying to avoid to hold you back from moving to that next dimension, that next level that God has for you. I even feel like just kind of reading this book, I'm going to be talking about a little bit more in depth, even here on TikTok, because it's important. It's just so important. So many of us as children, little girls and little boys, we've seen a lot. And the generations coming after us, we've got to heal for them. I'm going through this process, being intentional about this process, because I have to heal. I want to heal for my grandchildren's children, my grandchildren's grandchildren. What we do not address, what we don't transform, will be transferred. What we don't transform will be transferred. I pray you're able to do the work. I pray you're able to feel God near you during this process. I'm going to go back and read the second chapter. I'm almost scared to do it. I mean, literally just revealed things that I'm like, yeah, that happened, and I'm just journaling. I thank you, God, and I thank you, Sheena, and I hope I'm saying her name right, Sheena Marie Williams. Stuck in the process. Happy New Year, guys.